was the last time you actually looked up something in a book? I'm Maria Pickering, and I know it's been a long time since I've done so. In 1731, Benjamin Franklin established the first library company in Philadelphia, the first public library in the United States. Books were expensive, and you were lucky if they had a book that you wanted and could get access to. The invention of the library catalog system by Francis Reynolds in 1815 became commonplace in US and Britain in 1870s. I remember using this when I was in college, walking over to the card catalog, looking up my subject, trying to find where exactly in this massive library the book or the journal that I needed was located. Things had to be super organized in libraries. There were so many shelves of paper printed books, journals, magazines, newspapers, and you'd have to find and locate that information. It took a lot of time to actually get it. Sometimes you'd go there and the thing that you needed wasn't there. The Interlibrary Loan Code started in 1917 in the United States. And if things weren't there, then suddenly you could reach out to other libraries and get information from them. Books, journals, periodicals, anything that you needed. Microfiche was invented in 1839, but it wasn't in the libraries until 1906. Microfiche stuck around. I remember using it when I was in college, and that was back in the 90s. You would have to wait in line, and the librarian would give you a microfiche sheet and take it back to the machine, put it in, scroll through. You couldn't go too fast, you couldn't go too slow because you might miss the article that you need. And you had to take notes on everything. There was no copy and paste. Now, I'm a librarian. I work at a high school library near Seattle, and this is my reference section. Take a look at the books on our shelves. Research references are super expensive and hard to replace. So you can see here we have a lot of really old information available to students. January 1st, 1983 is considered the official birthday of the internet. Information storage and retrieval made things a lot easier to find resources. There's so many different places to get information now, but much of that information is created by random people online, and some of it is not the highest quality. There's so much to sift through. It's tough to know what's credible, what's true, what's real, who wrote these things. Were they actually the people that say they are? Are they who they say they are? Students have had to learn different systems to help them figure out if information that they find online is credible and appropriate. So they take a look and they examine things like authority, timeliness, accuracy. They have to figure out if there's enough information in their article that covers the topic that they're researching, and if the information is objective or it's biased and one-sided. It's an overwhelming job to do all of that, and synthesizing the information has become taxing for so many students. On top of that, students are expected to work with others, which makes sense because the task is way too much for one person, but it also complicates things. We have the community of inquiry model, and it says that students can have an optimal online educational experience if they work together. And that includes working on a rigorous task with the guidance of a teacher, but in a social environment. Library databases have helped us find credible academic resources, and they have fantastic resources curated by experts. They open up the world of information to students. Students can access books, journals, newspapers, videos, and a lot more. But content curation is a skill and it takes a lot of time doing all that filtering. Doing this with a group can be tough, but it can also be really helpful. How can we make the information that they find visible to each other? And how can they share in that task and work together? I like to use a program called Wakelet. It's free and it's a great way to have students create collections in one place where they can all add and edit at the same time. Then they can revisit it from anywhere they might have internet access. You can add links, you can add text, you can add PDFs, you can add files from OneDrive or Google Drive, images, tweets, Adobe Spark files, and videos. There's a lot of information you can add on there and share, so everybody can see it anytime. Making group thinking visible is vital to the team's collaboration success. There's other tools you can use besides Wakelet. I just prefer that one. You can share documents in one place, like you can do PowerPoints, you can do Google Docs, you can use Padlet, you can use OneNote. There's a lot of different tools you can collaborate and everybody can share information all in the same document. I just prefer Wakelet because, like I said, it's easy to use and it provides really nice layouts that help keep the information organized and in place for students. Collaborative research can make life a little easier for students searching and sifting through so many databases and articles. It's really nice to have some friends help you out with the research. There will be even more technology advances that change our library and the way we research. But don't worry, we have each other. Keep calm and research on.